This is where it begins, in the darkness, before the sun and the birds and the world, every day, when the alarm sounds. It is time. Rise, despite fatigue and soreness. Curse the warmth of the bed. Curse the comfort of the pillow. Fight the temptation of weakness. Get up and go. Do it quickly, without thought. Do not reason with weakness. You cannot. You must only take action. Get up and go. Engage. Weakness is strong. I must be stronger. I must crush it into submission through force of will. So, I savage the body. I push and pull and fight against gravity. I fight against fatigue and soreness and the weakness that says, give in. I will not give in. I will fight, despite the suffering, despite the hardships, despite the challenges. Laugh at them all. They can't stand it when you do, and they all get easier. Yes, laugh at them all. Laughter wins. In order to improve, we need stress. We need to push the body and the mind in order to get better. Walk, jog, calisthenics, swim, lift some weights, hike, stretch, do burpees, play a game of basketball, or go get on the jiu-jitsu mat. Once you begin doing something, it is a good idea to track it. Recording weights, repetitions, and times is useful. The records allow you to track progress. They can serve as goals. They also let you know when you are overtraining. But it is important to pay attention to your state at the end. Maintain the routine, maintain the discipline. Obviously, training is the best way to prepare to face threats. But there is a difference between a training scenario at the gym or at the range and a real confrontation on the street. How can you be ready for that? And how should you react? The first thing to do is train. Train hard. Train for worst-case scenarios. Train for things to go wrong by putting yourself in horrible training situations and finding your way out of them. The next most important concept is avoidance. Yes, avoid the danger. Stay away from high-threat areas. But we can't always avoid high-threat areas. And sometimes the high-threat area doesn't avoid us. In the world today, conflict and danger can occur anytime and anywhere. So it is important to maintain situational awareness at all times. Pay attention to your surroundings. Look at suspicious people. Look at unsuspicious people. What are they doing? Where are they going? What are they looking at? Assess. While you assess, think of contingencies. Where is your closest escape route? Where is the closest cover and concealment? Cover being a place to shield you from bullets, and concealment being a place to hide. If you are maintaining situational awareness, you should be very hard to surprise. If you sense something is going wrong, or you sense a threat, proactively move away from it. Walk to the other side of the street. If you do get surprised and you are caught in a bad situation, act. If you can run away from an assailant, do it. If you can't run because they have a hold on you, attack them. Put all your training to use as quickly and as violently as possible. As soon as you can break free, do it. But remember, physical training is only part of the equation. The mind must be as sharp as the body. Every day, challenge your intellect. Solve puzzles, learn new skills, study strategies. In my world, understanding monster patterns and dungeon layouts can mean the difference between life and death. In your world, it might be understanding market trends or mastering a new programming language. The principle remains the same. Never stop learning. Never stop growing. Embrace discomfort. It is the crucible in which strength is forged. When you feel like quitting, push for one more rep. When your mind screams for rest, tackle one more problem. This is where true growth happens, in the space between I can't and I must. But don't mistake relentless drive for recklessness. Listen to your body. Rest when you need to. Recovery is not weakness. It's an essential part of getting stronger. Just as I need time to heal after a difficult dungeon raid, you need time to recharge after intense efforts. Use this time wisely. Reflect on your progress. Analyze your mistakes. Plan your next move. Remember, the goal isn't just to be stronger than others. It's to be stronger than you were yesterday. Compete with yourself first. Set personal records, then break them. When you think you've reached your limit, redefine it. Push it further. There is always room for improvement. Cultivate resilience. In my journey from the world's weakest hunter to one of the strongest, I faced countless setbacks. Each one was a lesson, not a failure. When you fall forward. Learn from every mistake, every defeat. Let them fuel your determination, not dampen your spirit. Build a support system. Even as a solo player, I've learned the value of allies. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who push you to be better, but also those who support you, who believe in you, even when you doubt yourself. In the darkest dungeons, sometimes it's the thought of those waiting for you that gives you the strength to push through. Finally, remember why you're doing this. What drives you? What's your purpose? For me, it was protecting my family, my friends, humanity itself. Find your purpose and let it be your guiding light. When the training gets tough, when the challenges seem insurmountable, remind yourself of why you started this journey. Modern psychologists, on the other hand, use the word egotist to refer to someone dangerously focused on themselves and with disregard for anyone else. The ego we see most commonly goes by a more casual definition: an unhealthy belief in our own importance, arrogance, self-centered ambition. It's that petulant child inside every person, the one that chooses getting his or her way over anything or anyone else. The need to be better than, more than recognized for, far past any reasonable utility, that's ego. It's the sense of superiority and certainty that exceeds the bounds of confidence and talent. It's when the notion of ourselves and the world grows so inflated that it begins to distort the reality that surrounds us. In this way, ego is the enemy of what you want and of what you have, of mastering a craft, of real creative insight, of working well with others, of building loyalty and support, of longevity, of repeating and retaining your success. It repulses advantages and opportunities. It's a magnet for enemies and errors. Most of us aren't egomaniacs, but ego is there at the root of almost every conceivable problem and obstacle. From why we can't win to why we need to win all the time and at the expense of others. From why we don't have what we want to, why having what we want doesn't seem to make us feel any better. This is the path of constant growth, of relentless improvement. It's not easy, it's not meant to be, but it's worth it. Every drop of sweat, every moment of pain, every obstacle overcome, they all contribute to forging you into something greater than you were before. So rise, fight your weakness, train your body and mind, stay alert, act decisively, learn continuously, embrace discomfort, rest wisely, compete with yourself, build resilience, find your allies, remember your purpose. This is how you level up in the game of life. This is how you become the hero of your own story. Now go, your journey awaits.